Hello and welcome to another session of I Do Really. Today I want to talk about this is a subject that just come to my mind the other day. Marriage sucks. Now, before you get to the point of saying that marriage sucks, I truly try to tell people as much as I can. You need to get as much information about it as you can. Don't be so focused on the I'm gonna get married that you're not looking at the possibility of stuff happening. We marry for better, for worse. You marry for richer, for poorer. You marry for us in sickness and in health. So you marry. What's the worst thing that could happen? I mean, the best thing that could happen, we can relate to that, and a lot of us can stay in a relationship when all is going very well. But what happens when things just are not going well at all, and it stink like roadkill? I mean, what do you do? You know, that's what I'm trying. And then before, like I'm trying to tell people, before you get in a marriage and have to live a life like these people are now living currently with the people that they're living with, you want to make sure you get all the information that you want. Don't just go on an assumption. It's like a man just told me. He said, it could be God's will for you to be together, but it's your past just messing it up. So I mean, it's something to think about. That's why I'm trying to tell people, before you get married, work on yourself. And if you need to work on yourself, don't you think the person you about to get married to is need to work on themselves? I see a lot of people, and I've seen this down through the years. People are, they're very happy getting married. Then after a while, it's like, this marriage thing suck. I'm just trying to be flat out 100 with it. Everybody want to going on a facade of what they really think marriage is. Marriages have their ups and downs. They do. I mean, you're gonna have good days. You're gonna have bad days. A lot of people would rather accelerate on the positives and eliminate the negatives. So it's gonna be up to you, and if you're gonna be in a lifetime of a relationship with somebody, you owe it to yourself. Everybody looks wonderful, and everything wants to get married. A man, like I said, a man that want to have sex with your son, sex with your daughter, want to get married. A woman that'll beat your head up with a frying pan full of hot grease want to get married. A woman that don't want to take a bath want to get married. A man that'll beat you want to get married. You get all kind of folks want to get married. So what a lot of people do, they hide all that bad stuff because they don't want you to know about that right now. They don't want you to know it. It'll leak out later. But like I tell people, before you get to the point of saying that marriage sucks, take your time. Calm it down. You're on cloud 75. Come down. Come down now. Come down. Get on cloud number 6. And get on that cloud whereby you can think clearly. Think clearly, and you want to do that. You don't want to be in, and then you got to think about what would make a marriage just suck. I mean, what do you think marriage is? How do you think it's supposed to go? You got a lot of men they still trying to figure this thing out, and they're the head. Women are in control. So what happened? Why did you marry that woman? Why did you marry that man? Why do you want to marry this person? Of all the people in the world, why do you want to marry this particular person and stand in front of you? Why do you want to marry them? You have a lot of people, they could care less how they treat you. They could care less the misery that you live with them. Like a lot of men are saying right now, hey, as long as mama happy, the house happy. No. You the head of the house. You the head. A lot of people going through some bad divorces. Over stuff that if they would have just took their time, you looking at all that beauty on that woman, and you want to marry because you just got to have it. You're going to be like, after a while, 10 years, 10, 20, 30, 40 years down the road, you're going to be like, my marriage just sucked. Point blank, plain and simple. I stayed in there, did the best I could with it. Now it's time to get out. I was just watching a video. This man, I believe they said he was 82. And on Valentine's, he still asks his wife to be his Valentine. Now that man right there has a good relationship with his wife. They've been through the fire. They've been through the storm and the rain together. Because when you get that old, you don't want to be unhappy with each other. I'll tell anybody, why be old and unhappy? Why be old and going through such misery? You'd be better off to me, you'd be better off by yourself. But what do you do before you get to the point of saying that marriage just suck? You get all the information that you can. A lot of people hiding stuff. You don't know that person. You don't know that person until you say I do, and you are behind closed doors with that person. Now they're going to let their hair down. You're going to see everything about them that you didn't. Some stuff you did not even know. You're going to find out about them at that point. You may be the type of person, you may be a woman that don't want to marry a man that's uncircumcised. You better find out. You better find out whether or not you better ask some questions. You may end up marrying a man that you want at least 30 minutes to an hour, but he can only give you 5 minutes or less. But you talk about yeah, baby, I can do it. Or you may marry a man with a spliff, but you want a man that's packing heavy. But every man think he can do something. Like I was someone told me about a woman, she was gonna be with this man. When he pulled it out, she was like, that ain't big enough for me. He said it's not the size, it's how you work it. She said, look, I need some depth and you got to go. Some women don't want a man big, but you need to ask questions. Why? Because you need to know. You need to know what you about to get. I'll tell anybody, you better write down stuff from A to Z. And then while you're talking to that person, you need to have a telepathic conversation with God, saying what's the truth and what's the lie. Because you do not, it's too long. You may be a person, you done met someone and y'all are always going somewhere. But then when y'all get married, now he's a couch potato. He don't want to go nowhere. I'm no bird. That's too much water to drink. Now you're like, man, this sucks. Now I got to go find somebody to go traveling with me. Like I remember another woman, before her and her man got married, they was having sex all the time. Then once they got married, she stopped. And he was like, well, even though he, it sucked for him for a while, but he told her after a while, he said, that's all right, baby, I got you some help. But what do you do? Before you get to the point of saying, Marriage sucks. You want to get all the information. You may be infatuated, right now. You better put all that infatuation down and get to know the person. You need to know, how they are when they get upset. You need to do some scenarios with them, and you need to, you really do. You need to know, about their past, because you better ask DMC. Tell you something, your past will mess you up. But it's like I'm just trying to just tell people, it's like, look, marriage is not until I get tired of you. Marriage is not until you don't please me no more. Marriage is till death do you part. So how you gonna deal with all the, okay, this is not like I like it, this is not what I thought, this and that. I mean, what are you gonna do? That's why I'm trying to tell people, before you get there, get all the information that you can, because you're gonna need it. Get all the information you can before you turn around and say, this marriage sucks.